Welcome everyone to the late night with Deep Sheep. This is
Welcome everybody.
This is episode 21.
22?
We're legal either way, and not
Yes.
like Kevin Spacey legal, but like real legal.
Yeah.
So the Oscars happened.
Yeah.
Segue.
Dude, speaking of molestation and rape, the Academy
Me
Awards.
too, man.
What? All right. So, what happened? Did we like it? Did we like the awards?
Yeah,
I didn't
Roger
watch it.
Deakins won for Best Cinematography. Sam Rockwell won for 3 Billboards.
There were things I liked. There were things I did not. I'm a poet.
Daniel left Deep Sheep. That was really shitty.
That was the darkest hour.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah,
like
just-
someone told him to just get out.
It's been 6 weeks in season 2, so we don't care.
He's now a phantom thread.
Thread.
What were the other ones that were nominated? He
And
like fuck.
Daniel chose to get out.
He chose.
I already made that joke.
He chose not to post up instead.
hmm He like
Yeah,
went all
like Tanya.
Dunkirk on us by shooting us the fuck up.
What?
What are the
makes
other
sense.
movies? What are the
Um,
other ones?
he's
Daniel
just,
made
It was
like
a
the shape of
disaster
water and
artist.
evaporated.
Yeah.
He's just like like a ladybird now.
Science.
There's no way. There's like 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. That's like he lives in that state now, or I don't know.
I don't fucking know. Anyway, speaking of the Oscars,
Outside of his town, please come back.
We love you, Daniel. We miss you. All right, so we watched the Academy Awards. People won, people lost.
All together.
Camden, how many
Yes, you
predictions did
had
get right?
you
Hey, me and-
predicted
me
with
and
your
my-
group.
Me and my friends did a pool thing, and I predicted 15 of the 24, which is something to be proud
good.
of. And then
yeah,
I'm very proud
I
of
was
you.
really excited because I got the first 4 right in a row, and I thought I would just get all of them right, but then I didn't.
Yeah, and then fucking Baby Driver just got snubbed out of all of the sound and editing shit.
yeah.
Dunkirk
Same
Same
pranked,
thing with Disaster Artist. You know, it was nominated for Jack Cock.
Dunkirk pranked us.
On Skype, one random vowel of yours was held extra long, so I heard didn't win Jack Cock.
That's funny.
But
I dropped
One
my
of my-
bottle cap, and now I don't know where it is.
I don't care. So some of my favorite wins of the night were Jordan Peele winning for Best Original Screenplay for Get Out. That is I'm very happy because that was a lot of people kept saying that was the most original movie of the year.
Why
It also
are
is
we
the only
speaking
film-
so officially? One of my favorite wins of the night.
Because
I
we're
think-
trying to be more professional.
It is
While
also
Camden
Get Out
searches
is
for
the
his fucking bottle cap.
I think,
Get
I
Out
think
is the
Jordan
only
Peele's
film-
gonna trademark the term "Get Out." So anytime you say "Get Out," you have to say Jordan Peele's "Get Out."
Or we could say, please leave.
Yeah.
That would be the
Just
that'd
find
be the
different
white
ways to
version of
say
Get Out. What if the
Please
movie was
leave.
We
reversed?
should make it short. We should make
What-
it short
what are you
where it's
trying to
reversed,
say,
but it's
that
called
they're
Please
nicer?
Leave.
That we're more.
It's
polite?
interesting
That's
though.
messed
Get
up.
Out is the only
Yeah.
Best Picture winner, or the only Best
It did
Picture
win.
nominated film that everyone in this call has seen.
Yes.
and
yes.
Dunkirk.
No.
And well, yeah. So
Wait.
the only
Oh
one
yeah,
in
Robbie saw
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Overall, my number one pick for Best Picture winner was 3 Billboards.
Me
And
too.
then
That was
second
mine,
was
too.
Second was Get Out, and then I would have been fine if fucking Dunkirk had won. It wasn't my favorite movie, but I'd be fine with that. Mainly because Christopher Nolan's my man.
Yeah.
For the first
I-
year in a long time, I didn't give a shit. Any of those movies could have won, and I wouldn't have cared. I kind of expected Shape of Water to win because I heard a lot of noise about it when it came to this is a
Yeah.
traditional Oscar
It's
movie.
everywhere. Get out of
Yeah,
my head.
I actually legitimately thought 3 Billboards would win, and it kind of
Me
seems like
too.
it. But oh well.
At least now,
Oh, well,
maybe people will
the film
stop
still kicked
fucking
his ass.
hating it.
Mhm.
I saw a YouTube video earlier today. It was if 3 Billboards wins, is it the new Crash? It's like, oh my fucking god! Like, it's become
Jesus
like a main.
Christ, really?
It's become like a mainstream thing now to like absolutely hate 3 Billboards because it's not. It like.
So wait,
won a
was
lot of
Crash
stuff.
like hated or whatever?
Oh fuck yeah! That's known as like
Mhm.
possibly the worst. Fucking
Best
movie.
Picture winner.
Yeah, best. Picture.
I've never
Well-
even seen Crash.
What were the other?
Because it was
Can't remember.
Brokeback
It
Mountain.
was the year of Brokeback Mountain.
Everyone was like, Brokeback Mountain should have won, and then it got trademarked as the gay cowboy movie, and then so everyone didn't take it as seriously, and then they were like, what do we pick? There's
And
nothing
then
here.
Crash.
And then, yeah.
Crash
Oh,
ended up being it.
Madden.
And then, The Shape of Water is now going to be trademarked as the fish banging movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blah.
It's better than Crash. I think I'm the only one here who's seen The Shape of Water.
Yeah,
Which
I haven't
which
seen
I
it.
did,
Yeah.
I did
Either way.
like it. It was just like, I'm not going to remember it years down the line. I still never found my bottle cap.
It's probably
that's,
in the sea
that's
monster.
part of the review.
You need that to contain the Shape of Water.
The Shape of Coke.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Nice
that's
one,
good.
Robbie.
That's
The
good.
Shape of
That's-
Coke.
As you can
But-
tell, we're all like fucking exhausted right now.
It's real Hollywood.
I'm not
movie.
exhausted at all. What the hell?
I ain't tired, bitch.
I'm a little
The
upset.
Disaster Artist. That's a film that I kind of wish got more recognition.
Yeah, I
I,
think
I,
much
I feel like it didn't because like James Franco had the allegations, even though they ended up being like, at least for now, not true. They're like,
But
They were
Casey
just-
Affleck had a shit ton of allegations against
But-
him last year, and
yeah,
he still won Best Actor.
yeah, last year though it wasn't as big a deal as it was this year, like about everyone coming out and everything. So then like if they were
That's
like,
true.
we can't promote him at all.
My man is 59. Yo, his mom was 40 when she was born.
He's younger than I thought.
Holy shit, Gary Oldman cannot find true love. He's been married 5 times.
Jesus, dude.
fuck.
He was married to Uma Thurman
What?
from
Wait, okay, hang on.
from 1990 to 1992, only 2 years. Wait. The longest marriage he's ever had was 7 years.
That's like as old as my child.
Your child?
All right. Anyway,
Connor?
Shape of Water, but one Best Picture. That's fucking cool.
No,
That's all right.
no, it's not cool. It's way too expected and drab.
So speaking of expected, Camden, you were almost shot up in a movie theater, right?
Oh yeah, speaking of expected. that
Great
is
transition.
speaking-
Great
I don't know
transition.
where the hell this story came from.
Fantastic
This
transition.
is dark jokes. It's dark
So-
jokes time. Darkest hour. Okay.
not
Even though this podcast would be like 40 minutes.
on top of the post being like, just like average in every way.
Oscar bait.
When I went and saw it in theaters, I had this like, there was a really creepy guy there, and I really thought he was actually like a shooter. Cause okay, so what happened was,
What?
me and my dad were sitting back row, and then the guy that I thought was a shooter was a row up, and then all the way to the right, and like right on the aisle, and then he was by himself, which tipped me off, and then. But
Guy
like,
can't go and enjoy a movie by himself. Shit.
Yeah, that was me during Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was me during Arrival. But he was doing that, and then he had not a ski mask, but just like a black beanie. He had a ski mask and like a machine gun.
The ski mask on, he was just
Yeah,
casually
like, all his
enjoying the film.
magazines up
He
floating
had
out
like
of
a
his
gun
pocket.
in his hand, and I thought, this guy, I don't trust him.
This guy,
He had a knife and a bunch of blood on him. I thought, okay.
He had his
caught
dick
him.
out, too. I was confused.
he brought like a
He had a big sign
minigun
in the
and just
theater,
like a
"Today's
whole
the
bunch
day,
of
people,
stuff.
today's
and
the
he was
day."
just
Is he going to shoot people, or is he going to jerk off? Is he going to shoot me with his gun or his other gun?
But like he like had like a minigun and everything, and but what tipped me off was that he was alone.
That's weird.
But so anyway,
So other than the minigun,
other than the minigun, he was like, well, first of all, like I was closest, so like I was the closest guy to him, so I was dead first. So like when I first noticed this, like halfway through the movie, all I could think about was like my escape plan. And
Wait.
like,
Hang on, there's no other pieces of evidence that you have other than he's a guy that's alone in the post?
no, hold up. It gets fishy.
Maybe the story continues and you let me finish.
Yes, Robbie, be respectful. Be respectful.
so-
Don't interrupt Camden.
So about half. So
Continue your story, Camden.
about halfway through, I see him
Please
like
do.
starting to like take his jacket off, take off his pants and jacket in the
Pants?
Good album, Blink-182.
No, it's just an album reference. And then anyway,
Sorry.
he was taking his jacket
I
off.
wasn't thinking.
He was he was like taking his jacket off, and then I was just like looking at him, like okay, but he was like making a lot of noise. So if he was a shooter, he was a really bad one. And then he like stood up, and he just like stared at the screen, like he stood up and just like kept staring at it. I was like, okay,
I need a better view.
yeah, like I guess he wasn't blocking anyone, but he was just standing there. I was like, what the hell? And he went down and like walked down to the bathroom. And I was like, that's fucking weird. Okay.
Dude, he just had to drop a shit.
He stood.
then
He stood. He was like,
How
I
long
think
was
I
he
need to.
standing there?
No. Here, he's like, I think I need to take a shit. He stands up. Do I? Hold up.
And it was probably like a good 10
Yeah, I guess I do.
seconds. It was like a good 10 seconds, I guess he was standing
Wait.
there. And then he left, and then when he came back, are you trying to test out to see if you're a shooter?
Because yeah, when you stand up, your shit goes down. Gravity.
Yeah, that's a pretty long time to stand up.
Bowel movement.
And then,
That was
and
not
then
10
so
seconds.
when he
That was like 5.
when he got back, he like got to his seat but didn't sit down. He just stood there looking at the screen again. And I was like, what the hell? And then he started stretching.
What?
He,
You doing fucking yoga?
Just like hold your arms out in front of you, like twist to the left, twist to the right. I was like, what the hell are you doing? And
Was he doing squats?
no.
Damn
And
it!
then-
Because
and
maybe
then
he
he-
went to the bathroom.
Excuse
Excuse me.
me.
I was gonna say he thought he needed to take a shit. He goes to the bathroom. The shit doesn't come out. He goes back and he's like, "All right, I need to do some squats. I need to get my muscles all loosened
Oh,
up for
you
this."
were gonna say?
And-
Well, what I was gonna say was the rest of my story. So,
Oh, continue. Jesus, Robbie, quit
Just
interrupting
let
me.
the motherfucker continue.
Spencer,
So
Spencer?
so before
Let him
he even
speak.
sits down, though, he like reaches
I'm
for his
sorry.
back pocket,
Oh my god, that's so important.
and then
Well, kind of.
I,
Who reaches in their back pocket? Just sitting
at
there
first I
doing
thought
it.
you were serious, and then you sounded very sarcastic, and now I don't know. But he grabbed his phone out, and I was like, oh my god, and just looked at, and then sat back down, like nothing ever happened. And I was like, just sit the fuck still for the rest of the fucking movie. Then about like there's like maybe 20 minutes left into the movie, like you could tell it was like nearing the end, and he got up again, and then like stood there again. I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? And then like went down to the bathroom again, or I guess the bathroom. Maybe he was just like ordering a hooker for all I know. I don't know. And then
Camden has
to
a
shoot.
tracker on him.
and then yeah, and then I was just
He's on
like
28th
hoping
Street now.
I was just hoping he would not come back. And then he was gone for like a good like 10 minutes and then came back. It was just like messing around with his jacket, but he was like he like reached to the seat next to him and then the other seat next to him and then sat back down. I was like, oh, dude, come on. And then it was literally like 5 minutes. Like, it was the last scene. You could tell, like, this is the last scene in the movie. And then he got up again and just walked out and never came back. I was like,
He didn't
what
like the
hell?
I mean,
movie.
maybe he was
Yeah.
looking for something. Maybe he was looking for the gun that he
His
was going
gun.
to use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's where did I put that thing?
Yeah.
Can't find it anywhere. Was really looking forward to this.
No, he hit it. He hit it in the bathroom. Went down. It wasn't there, so that's why he kept coming back. And he was fake. He wasn't really stretching. He was more of just like, let me get a peek over here. Not there. All right, over there. No. And like 5 minutes left in the movie, he was like, fuck subtlety. I'll just start searching for it.
Yeah, so I
make
couldn't
it obvious.
enjoy the movie at all because the whole time I thought I was gonna die.
Well, that was
Okay,
a
well,
nominated
what-
for best
what if
picture.
it's
the
So you
plot
should give it a
Here's the
second
thing
chance.
with the post. I couldn't enjoy the movie either because I fell asleep.
That was a lot.
Let me-
That was a lot
let me
shorter
tell
of
you-
a story.
The plot twist.
It was
of this
such a
story,
riveting
though.
experience that after the opening scene, I was just like, I'm checked out.
Did you say
What if what
riveting?
happened
What did
was
he say? It
the-
was
I said
such a
riveting.
riveting. Riveting? Skype is so weird. I heard riveting.
Riveting.
The Revenant was a riveting movie to me.
What if
The
what
Red
if
River
instead
Raid.
of the guy having a gun, it was literally like he shat his pants in the movie and like was just trying because he was super insecure about himself. Like he was just like figuring out a way to MacGyver his shit out of his fucking underpants and into a toilet and just like trying to make some sort of diversion to leave.
Like he was in the bathroom.
And here I am making fun of him. How rude am I?
Poor
yeah,
guy.
like honestly, you might just be a complete asshole for that. Like,
And here
he
I
wanted to-
am, scared from my life
made one
from some
mistake.
shit.
Camden, you shouldn't assume that about people. It's just rude.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so there was a big rumor going around in my school last Wednesday that there was going to be a big shooting at the assembly at the end of the day. And I was just like, oh, great, can't wait for that. And then I realized, oh, wait, I'm performing in it. So my show choir, we were performing, and like we're in the middle of the gym, standing right there, and I'm just in the front row dancing, and I'm singing. I'm like looking in the crowd, like, please don't shoot me. And then
Your dancing
and,
is actually dodging. Like you're just actually.
and the whole time,
dodging
I was just sitting
everything.
there. I was sitting
That's
there
a
like so
movie
tense.
scene. That has to be.
And I was just like, okay, this is exciting. And then we go to sit down, like the whole performance was like done. And I was like, okay, I didn't die then. And then I was like, wait, they're gonna wait until the ending where everyone's all like cramming out the doors. And I was like, oh great, this is exciting. Can't wait. My heart's gonna bust on my chest. But then we were all just fine and nothing happened.
Robbie,
that's
can you
usually
tell
how
the
most
story
of
real
those kind
quick?
of stories end. Nothing happened.
Robbie, can
Generally,
you
if
tell me
something does happen, you're not here to tell it.
Robbie, can you tell the story of the fight that happened at your school with when the security personnel had to step in?
Spencer,
Robbie
you wanna
is
tell the
looking at
story?
Spencer with a quizzical face.
You told us a hilarious story that happened at your school where there was a fight that broke out, and one of the security personnel busted out a particular weapon.
Dildo.
Oh my god! So there was this fight that happened. I don't know if this
Well,
is the
speaking of the
particular one.
Oscars,
Did a security guard
who
whip
won
out
Best
a-
Picture? We were talking. I know. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
didn't know
have
if
to
were
tell the
talking-
story.
Anyways, there was this fight that happened at my school, and it was a legit like epic fight. This dude was like, it was like between two girls, and then this dude was like coming to protect his sister. This dude jumps like over 3 lunch tables, like jumps over the tables. Get out.
That's a good movie.
Close the door.
I love the sequel too.
Which has come back.
No, the sequel is Close the Door. Robbie just confirmed it.
Anyways,
And then the third one is Lock It.
this dude jumps over 3 lunch tables.
Damn.
And like lands on them perfectly and starts wailing on this girl. And I'm like, dude, you should not have done that. And then the security
He
guard
starts
comes
beating
running
the
in
shit
through
out
the
of him.
right. And he comes running in through the right, pulls out his taser, bam, right on the dude. And he's sitting there, he's like shaking and he's like everything because he's just got tased. And I'm just like, oh shit. And then
He's like, dude,
meanwhile,
you made him step in my potato salad.
meanwhile, the two girls are just like wailing on each other still. And the other security guard comes in and he like puts on a fucking sleeper hold on the girl and she like passes out. And I'm just like,
Jesus.
shit. That was an eventful day.
Washington, man.
I laughed my ass off when you told me that story. Like I've never heard of something like that happening at a school where they had to get a fucking
Taser
taser.
gun. Like, what if they missed? They accidentally got someone else. And he was
That
like,
would
oh
have
my-
fucking
he was like,
hilarious.
dude,
I would have
okay.
felt bad, but that would have been fucking hilarious.
look, it's his first time. I've never had to, like, use it before. So just, like, give me a break.
Since we were talking about the Oscars and we're talking about awards and all that,
We are.
Shiza, well, we were. Segue. My choir, because I sing, went
Speaking
you
of
do.
the
regional.
Oscars, I sing.
Speaking of
We
the
went to
Oscars,
regional
myself.
Fuck you both.
Me.
We went to regional competition for awards to go win awards.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, you go to
Badass.
win awards. Okay.
Yeah. And this whole thing was just to say that I'm going to state competition, and I get to go do that. First.
How can you built up the build up, and then when you got to it, you were like, all right, guys, I'm gonna level with you here.
because
I only
I
said
didn't know.
that just so
I didn't know how to keep going with the
brag.
whole Oscars and the thing. You know, I was just like, yeah, like it's a big deal to me, but I guess it's not that big of a deal to everyone. But yeah, I'm going to the state competition for singing, choral singing.
Noise.
Fuck yeah. My heater just turned on. Fuck.
That's
segue
badass.
to heaters.
Shit, I'm gonna turn it off.
Dude, the best way to segue is whoa, I'm a poet. The best way to segue is to just say the word segue.
The best way to segue is to get up from your microphone and walk away.
It was a heater.
Okay. Let's calm down with the comedy. Okay.
Guys, we're so funny.
I really want to work on my Wheeze laugh just so I can like.
Your
Alex
wheeze.
is really good at the wheeze laugh. He is ridiculously good.
'Cause, like,
He
the
can
wee-
hold that
the
shit
wheeze-
for like 15 seconds.
The Wheeze laugh.
Oh, Nathan's Wheeze laugh is great.
Funny.
It just goes like it just goes.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
He's still holding it. Holy shit! How has he not stopped?
Oh my god!
This might beat Alex's record.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly.
Someone time him.
You for some reason, I don't know how this conversation reminded me of it, but something happened at my school like a couple months ago that honestly made me laugh my fucking ass off.
We had an
and I
Oscar
don't think I've
ceremony.
told any of you guys this before.
Tell it.
Get the fuck off
So-
the Oscars, Camden.
So,
Oh.
in my junior year of high school, I would imagine that some jackass students pulled the fire alarm a cumulative like 16 times. Like that's not even an exaggeration, guys. Like this fire alarm was pulled like I'm not joking you like twice a month. And like I wish I was joking. I wish I could be exaggerating that, but I'm serious. In fact, I might be under exaggerating. Like
Underrated.
and yeah, I might be being generous. Anyway, so yeah, senior year. We're about 6 or 7 months into the year, and the fire alarm gets pulled for the first time, and that's a pretty big accomplishment.
Oh,
I guess that
wow,
they
yeah.
kind of figured out a system into kind of getting people to not do that. And I found out the way they did it was they put some sort of gel on the fire handle, so that way when someone pulls it, it like sticks to their hand and they can trace who did it.
Why?
So
What the?
so
hell?
that's the thing. But
Why
get
would they do
this.
that?
It's like they set up a trap that like if they pull it, then behind the bar they pull is like the blue paint that like spits out at you and like never
Yeah.
washes off.
But get this.
You're a dumbass.
The Nice Guys 2016.
But get
I'm
this.
sure
Just
that
in
gag
the
was
middle,
used before then, but
in the middle of the day, it was like towards the end and stuff like that. Or actually, not really the middle. Yeah, towards the end of the day.
What?
towards the
We
middle
were just sitting down in our class, and then all of a sudden
Act
we hear,
2.5.
and then I'm like, okay, so
Crickets?
there's a fire alarm going off, and so
okay.
someone pulled it,
We're,
and I'm like
we're all fancy and
sitting
shit,
there
have sound
thinking,
effects
and
now.
you know, when you guys do a fire drill and stuff like that, or when someone pulls a fire alarm, or if something happens and it's unplanned, you would expect it to go off maybe within like the first 2 minutes, right? Like maybe you guys evacuate, maybe something like that happens, but it gets resolved. And the fire alarm went off for about 2 minutes, and about 2 minutes into it, I was like, okay, it's still going on. No one's evacuating because we know it's fake, but that's
but
kind
like,
of weird.
what if it's a real fire?
But
The teacher's just like,
It went
ignore
on-
that.
about 10 minutes fucking later, it's still on.
We're dead.
Oh my god.
It's literally going eep, 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 over and over and over. And I'm like, okay, you know what? There might be some technical difficulties, but it's gonna go off. It went on for, we counted, 36 minutes.
oh
That's
my
just
god.
your
Of-
you must be deaf.
Beep, beep. So long that we had to just go into the parking lot, not to evacuate to practice the drill that wasn't planned, but to just get away from the noise.
Yeah.
And get this shit. The fire department had to come in and deactivate it, which normally last
my
year they didn't
God.
have to do that.
That must be
Jesus
like the
Christ.
like they must have been fucking pissed. They're like
Yeah.
we're firefighters, you know. Like,
Right.
We
Mhm.
fight fires.
and they were
We don't
absolutely
fight
pissed. But
alarms.
eventually, the fire department came in, and then they turned it off. We got back into class, and about like 5 minutes passed, and then some jackass pulls it again.
No, you're kidding. You're kidding me.
And then
Your
Did the
school
firefighters
is
leave
filled
before
with
the
the
dude
most
did it?
privileged motherfuckers in the world. The
That-
firefighters come in so pissed off they have to come deal with an alarm. Like, we could be saving
Yeah.
lives right now. Your fucking students at your school decided, yeah, come
fucking
back.
prank
Let's
'em.
continue that
Robbie,
conversation.
Robbie,
You all
it's funny
prank the
after that
fire
because like
department.
that one fortunately only lasted like not even like 10 seconds. It was literally like they already were like, oh fuck this kid, and they deactivated it.
They tased
But I
him.
said
Beat
to
the
my
shit out
friends
of
because
him.
we were dying laughing. I looked at them and I said, I swear to God, if it goes off again, I'm gonna laugh my fucking ass. And then beep, someone else pulled it.
Okay,
So
serious
Must have
question
blamed
here.
you.
Serious question here.
Motherfucker
How
pulled
the
it
hell-
3 times.
Did your teacher just continue teaching through the alarm?
No, what happened was the first time it was pulled, it was like, okay, class, like this will eventually turn off. Like this won't go on for like 5 minutes. But after like several minutes of this, where it was just distracting and ear-piercingly loud, they were like, okay, we're gonna step out into the parking lot because that is just extremely distracting and it's like
That
making
is
me go
just
insane.
Extremely loud and incredibly close.
Yeah, and we ended up going in the parking lot, and the fire fucking department finally came
The
in.
fire fucking
The fire
department.
fucking
department
Yeah, the
that studies
fire
Fire
fucking
fucking
fires.
motherfucking department.
They came in, deactivated it. We all went back in. When we sat down, some fucking asshole pulled it again. And then as soon as they deactivated it, literally like 10 seconds later, someone else pulled it.
No.
It's amazing. Motherfucker pulled it 3
I
times.
wonder if it was the same guy all 3 times.
I hope so. That's
His legacy is the fire.
Like when he's like 40 years old and he's telling the story to his kids, like I once pulled a fire alarm, went off for 37 minutes. The fire department had to come and turn it off, so I did it again, and then they turned it off, and then I did it again. So those are my high school years.
Yeah.
I kind
Stay in
of
school,
Well,
be
I
good.
was in high
Too.
school. Well, I was known as the fire guy.
I hope that it was 3 different people.
1 year I
Because
set off the
it's
fire
like a
alarm
tag
16
team.
times.
Brian
Another year,
started the fire.
but he actually did. 'cause
The
he
Office,
sucked.
2004.
That's 2005.
Oh wait,
actually,
2000,
season 2.
2006. I was thinking.
2005 was when season 2. Actually, I don't know if that specific episode came out in 2006.
Oh
or
wait,
not,
no,
but I
it
know
was
season 2
probably
came out in
2005.
Yeah, that's right. Suck my
I
fucking dick.
hardly.
No,
I've hardly
I
seen
fucking
anything
know that
of
it
The Office.
Fucking started fucking 2005, dumbass.
October 11th, 2005. Suck my dick. Suck my
I
dick.
will-
You're
I
not the
will do
only
no
bitch.
such thing. You,
You're not the only bitch who knows The Office. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Yeah, that's right, bitch.
You owe the office to me.
See, the weird part about
Like I got you
Like,
started on that. No,
this-
I'm not done yelling at you.
Yeah, come here.
the
Keep going.
weird part about the group, like the Deep Sheep group, is that we love movies so much, and I don't know anybody that loves movies as much as we do. So much down to the fact
The
that when I was
Academy.
hanging out with my friends not too long ago, I think like it's Friday night or whatever, we were just hanging out and we were talking about movies, and we started actually like doing movie fights again. Like we were just hanging out, and, like
Oh.
they like I was like, oh yeah, you can do like
No,
movie,
get out is
the best
better.
movie in like the 2000s, best movie in the 1990s, and then they both look at me and they're like, I don't even know what year Blade Runner came out. I don't know what year Empire came out, and I was just like, are you kidding me?
74.
None of them knew like any like they didn't know the years that the Lord of the Rings came out. They didn't know
That was
the
like
That's
that was like a long time. That was like 60s.
it was just
Actually,
it
there
was
was
just so strange
one
to
that
me
came out
that
in the
like
70s.
people. Because like whenever I'm with you guys are always like on top of it. Like I'm the one that's
Yeah.
wrong about when the movie came out. But
Yeah.
whenever I'm with them, they're just like fucking some year.
Oh, yeah, well, thanks.
We know our shit. Yeah, that's right.
We know if it's anything I know, it's years.
So, I would like to explain to the audience because I've updated my list a bit. So, for the audience, did they know about our documents that we have of all the movies that we have ranked? They know about the ranking system.
Yeah,
They know about the
I know they
ranking
know about the
system,
ranking system.
but not like what we've put in what.
Do we have one like master doc of all of our stuff, or do you just have that one? For
No, we have our
I
own
just,
separate.
Yeah, I just have my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I have mine
yeah,
too.
we have a document where we have every movie that we can rank. Not every movie we've seen, but every movie we can rank, we have it ranked. And I'm just stupid. So a long time ago, I decided I want to know how long a movie actually is on average, the
Oh my
average
God,
length
this
of a
was so
fucking movie.
dumb.
So my
No.
my ass, right? My ass is sore.
My ass is sore.
I typed in every movie I could think of that I have seen, and I added up the lengths of the movie. Now, I didn't just do that. I'm very stupid, okay? I don't like to refer to a movie as 133 minutes. I like to refer to it as 2 hours and 13 minutes. So I'm just going to share my screen so you guys understand the extent of my madness.
You would like type in 249.
I would type in 210,
That is-
but then at the bottom, when I had to add it up, I had to do it by minutes.
Yeah.
So I had to like conjugate my verbs or whatever the fuck every time to get it right. I ended up with a list of 262 films, and this isn't even every single one, honestly. Today I didn't even have the X-Men franchise in there. I was like, I've seen almost every single one. What the fuck? So I added that in there. But yeah, a total of 31,538 minutes divided by 262 movies. The average length of a movie is 120 minutes. Exactly. That's fucking crazy.
That's not exactly 120.37 minutes.
You know what?
Point, suck
sucks?
my dick, all right?
You know
Because
what-
everyone
you know
know,
what
because they were
sucks?
like, I'm not done. They were like, because like the internet just said like 2 hours, and I was like, really? Exactly 2 fucking hours. And I have movies like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in here. That movie's like 50 minutes long, and then I have The Lord of the Rings, which is like 4 hours. Like I have every outlier and shit, and fucking 120 minutes exactly. That's crazy. Yes, Camden.
I saw Magical Mystery
The dumb
Tour.
thing is like, what sucks is that like you ask anyone and they'll say 2 hours, and you'll go. You just
But I know.
You just it's different, even though not at all. You just did the work just to confirm
Because I couldn't find it anywhere.
Is 2 hours.
Like, I couldn't find it anywhere. I couldn't find actual proof. And I was like, I'm going to make proof. Like, I could upload this to them. Oh, Camden, we need to see the result of the movie subreddit post you did last night.
Oh,
Before you do that, though.
I only haven't told you because it's been pretty much even. Or actually,
Okay,
most people will say, oh, it's 50-50. Like, I said pick one.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
But
What?
hold up. But I'm wondering, like, I could upload this to the movie subreddit as like, all right, so just for proof, and then there you go. But yeah, so what happened last night, Camden?
So last
between me and you?
night, Chris was going over like, he was like making top 10 movies of each genre, and so he had horror, and so he had like The Thing and Alien and stuff, and he got to sci-fi, and he was like making a sci-fi list, and he was like, I mean, do you count The Thing and Alien as, what do you, oh.
What?
You said stop sharing your screen.
What?
Yeah.
Why? Okay. Did that really annoy you? Were you mad at looking at my porn?
I was mad at looking at me.
And then,
Yeah, I am too.
and
Damn. See, all right, that's gonna end this video.
Get
No,
out.
I'm joking.
excuse me. Excuse me.
Camden is
Excuse
speaking.
me.
I'll wait.
Excuse me. But
I
so
could be
he,
that teacher.
excuse
I'll
me. So he got to sci-fi and he
So
was
fucking
like,
funny.
excuse me. He got to sci-fi and was like, The Thing and Alien, and he was like, wait, those are also sci-fi though. So like, should I count them or should I have them in both lists and stuff? And I was saying, well, I guess if you had to pick one, I would consider, or I think most people would consider The Thing and Alien to be, or they would think of sci-fi before they think of horror. And then Chris was like, no, I think they would think of horror before sci-fi, actually. And so we had an argument about that. So you all, it's your turn.
So, Robbie, Spencer, what are your thoughts?
Oh, but for sure, horror. What the hell?
Okay.
I think I see The Thing as more of a horror movie, at least for me.
Okay.
What
And
about
have you seen
Alien?
Alien?
I'm fucking leaving.
I've never seen Alien. I don't want to know anything about it because I actually really want to see
I'm
it.
fucking leaving.
Oh, okay.
Cheap. You can get someone else to edit everything.
What, like me? Oh, wait, I did that.
Yeah, but now I am.
Oof. Yeah, and now Camden's taking over the whole fucking channel.
Yeah.
But, like, so then
I guess
he
they
posted,
don't really know that.
And everybody's all disliking
posts-
it now.
He posted to the subreddit asking what the movie-going people opinions were, and there's just
So
a ton of people saying, 50-50.
I got around 15 comments, I think, and then is there a way to? Okay, yeah, right, 13 comments, and let me count how many said they're about 50-50, or this guy just said Alien is about 50-50. So the thing is, okay, whatever. So
That's
50-50, an answer to 50-50. Oh wait, no, but that guy said more sci-fi. The reply to it. And then so okay, one sci-fi. I did the thing is more horror. Okay, so even 1-1. I'd call neither of them horror. And then yeah, he got into sci-fi. So okay, that's just wrong though. So 2 sci-fi, 1 horror. And then there was this long thread about they were talking about Event Horizon for some reason. And then, okay. And then both lean horror in my opinion, 2-2. Sci-fi / horror is its own genre now, distinct from space opera or hard science fiction.
Camden, hold your phone normally. Hold your phone normally. Hold your phone normally.
He looks like Walt Jr.
This guy said both. Sci-fi is a weird genre generally for many movies. It serves as the setting, and this guy didn't make an opinion.
What if there's just a comment that just
Unfortunately,
says like, my
sci-fi
name is
and
yeah.
fantasy don't get the section in film usually, which is funny because horror has gotten in the phase of so they're horror movies. So then technically 3-2 horror, and then it's more people. I want more people to answer.
We need comments. We need comments.
Do you think the Bye-Bye Man is
comment,
sci-fi?
comment if
hear
you,
your opinion.
when
do
you
you
think of the Thing and Alien, do you first think of sci-fi or do you think horror?
But
Like,
what about
do
the
you-
Bye-Bye Man?
Well,
shit.
when I first think of the Bye-Bye Man, I think fucking horrible movie, but written by a guy
Like,
who
in my
played
opinion-
Survivor. So
The Thing and Alien are definitely like close to 50-50. The Thing I would put as like 60-40 mostly, because my argument was that horror is about the structure and the story and the emotion it's trying to get out of you. Both of those movies are about groups of people that are trapped somewhere and there is a thing going after them and people are dying and it's all about scary shit. And that's what horror movies are. It's just that the settings make them sci-fi, mainly Alien, because Alien takes place in space, in the future, and there's an alien and shit. The Thing, it's really just the extraterrestrial being of the Thing that makes it a sci-fi movie. Other than that, there's no future sci-fi tech or any of that shit, really. So that was my argument for it.
I think just in
it's
general-
right. I just don't, or I don't see one as more or less than the other
Yeah.
actually. But I just think. I think most people would think first sci-fi, then horror, and then
Why is
also
that,
Chris is more of a horror fan than sci-fi, and I'm more of a sci-fi fan than horror. So then I was thinking
I'm more
maybe
of a fan of
you're more of
like
a fan of bed at 9:30.
that is.
You're a fucking loser.
You got a point. You got a point.
So then
That's a fucking good one.
You rewind to
my
Spencer,
guess-
like,
my guess is
Spencer
that
from
our
6 years ago would have
sources-
been like, okay. But 6 years later, he's like, that was a good one.
So my guess
He was in
is
his
that-
tired voice.
that-
He was like, "That's a
excuse me.
fucking good one."
That was a good one.
That's a good one.
Excuse me. My guess is that
Excuse me.
our sources would be like more.
Our sources
pushed
say what?
Our sources would be pushed more towards what we believe. So like, bias.
Yeah, so you're
psychology.
biased.
All right, so let's pick other genre blend movies and argue which genre they're more of than the
The
other.
Bye Bye Man.
Shut the
Okay,
fuck up.
so is I need to pick a good one.
Yeah,
So-
let's look. I know. Well, my first brain. Yeah. I just think of Inception because that's such a blend of so many genres that it's like hard to pinpoint. But I want one
Okay,
that's like
but-
just
but-
like
Forrest Gump.
But first, should we think of like
Yeah, let's think of, like,
Central Intelligence,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
is that a comedy movie or a shitty movie?
Forrest Gump, it has a little bit of everything. There's romance, there's like comedy, there's war.
I'd say
I
that's
would
I'd say
say-
that's adventure.
no.
Yeah.
I'd say drama.
Oh, maybe.
It has everything though.
But-
It has,
Adventure-
like, war. It's got
Adventure-
romance.
The tough
Adventure
part
is specifically defined by a journey to a specific destination. Yes, the specific destination throughout most of the movie is journey, but the movie is all about his life. And when a movie's about a character's
Yeah.
life, that's drama. Unless they go about it in a very comedic way, then it would be
Like
a
the
comedy.
Emoji Movie.
Okay.
Well, there's no life in that movie. It just makes
Yeah.
everyone dead.
So like the Boss Baby.
And the guy's like
Yeah.
a rapist.
The Boss Baby?
No, the
Yeah.
Emoji Movie, the director, head of whatever the fuck, he was like he had allegations.
Oh, like everyone that saw the movie because they felt fucked at the end of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone said that. Hey, man. All right, I'm
Buy
gonna
me
work
d-
segue.
Buy me dinner before you fuck my mind like that.
Okay, so Inception. So
All right, so that's just like that's maybe the most genres in a single movie ever
I think
Yeah.
Forrest Gump might have more.
because it's a science fiction, action, crime, specifically heist, a little bit of fantasy, adventure.
There's no comedy in it though.
It wouldn't be a comedy,
Yeah.
and then sort of thriller as well.
Michael
There's
Caine's
definitely
just
thriller
always funny.
elements. Michael Caine.
My Cocaine.
But let's try
Marco
picking
Caine.
something that's like definitely two genres.
Yeah. Let's go two genres. Okay,
Like,
okay, okay.
Alien and The Thing are definitely horror and sci-fi.
The Cabin in the Woods is like sci-fi horror.
That's
Or is it fantasy? Or no, sci-fi.
well, it's also comedy.
Oh yeah,
It's chiefly horror comedy.
that's
The
three.
wiki says it.
That's three too many. Move on.
Well, it's mainly horror comedy. Like those are definitely the two chief fucking dicks.
Okay. Fine. We'll fucking do
Super
it
8
your way,
is
'cause
like
we
a
have
is
to
like
do
a
everything
sci-fi
your way.
horror.
Well, we have
kinda.
three horror comedies that are famous. You got Cabin in the Woods, Shaun of the Dead, and Zombieland.
Yeah. Would you say
Yeah.
horror before comedy? All right. Here, let's start with Shaun of the Dead. Would you say horror before comedy or comedy before horror?
I'd say comedy.
Comedy.
Yeah, I would
before horror.
definitely say comedy before horror.
Comedy.
And then
I would say Zombieland. I would say comedy before horror, but there's more horror in that than Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah,
I
Zombieland's
think-
makeup is fucking badass.
Yeah, I think Zombieland. I'd say comedy first.
Yeah, Cabin in the
Ooh.
Woods.
I have a
is
good one.
Yes,
The Babadook.
horror.
Horror-
What else would
horror.
it be?
Horror or drama?
Horror.
I would say it's strictly a horror.
Well, being as
It's-
someone who has completely seen it,
Wait, is that a joke?
That's a joke. You haven't seen it, bitch.
that's why I didn't talk.
Oh,
That's the
I
joke.
didn't know you hadn't seen it.
You see, when you speak in monotone voice, 24/7, sometimes it's a little hard to tell what you actually mean.
That's the mystery.
The anomaly
That's the
that is
mystery.
Camden's monotone fucking voice.
I'm mysterious like that. All right, what else? You know what?
Although I will say, to Spencer's benefit, the Babadook is actually
You mean to Robbie's
Ooh.
benefit?
no to Spencer because Spencer was the one who pointed out the Babadook as possibly horror drama, and we all just shut it down and said no, definitely horror. It is
That was
definitely
Robbie
like there's
who
a.
said that.
That was
That
Robbie.
was me.
You didn't point out the movie though. That was Spencer who said, "Ooh, what about this movie?"
That was me.
No, that was
That was
Robbie for
Robbie.
both things.
Yeah, that was Robbie.
So Robbie, you
All
want
I
to
said
pick
was
another
it's strictly
movie?
a horror.
That's crazy. I heard Spencer say the thing.
Spencer's in bed. He's too tired
Everyone-
to say anything.
Everyone's voice
No, I'm
is
not.
just.
I'm in my fucking chair.
I thought he was gonna say I'm in my 40s.
I'm not tired. I'm in my 40s.
Those things are like equal.
We are in our 40 minutes though.
Get Out is a great movie that is, I would say, almost a perfect blend of horror and drama. Because a movie
And
is
comedy. There is a lot of comedy in Get Out.
Well,
I wouldn't say
think
comedy.
the
I'd say
only-
satire.
The only comedy is really from Rod. That's
Yeah.
the only guy who has like who's
T.S.
comedic,
motherfucking A.
and we
Yeah.
handle shit. But
Yeah, like-
he's the only one that like is definitely comedic. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of funny in the way like the white people are always like they're like condescendingly racist towards him, and we're like, oh, that's kind of funny the things they say. But I don't think of it as like a comedy movie. But I think Get Out has a lot of stuff in it.
Yeah,
It's
I would,
Yeah.
because the movie really doesn't reach horror aspects until like the last third of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on IMDb, and there's this list that I found called "Excellent Films Mixed Genres." Some of them that have popped up on here are really dumb, like The Cell, and we need to talk about Kevin.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't
But some
know
of them
what
are
that is.
kind of interesting.
Who's
So
Kevin?
Scarface, categorized as crime and drama.
Crime,
Yeah. I
definitely
would say
crime.
crime.
It's hard. 'Cause
You know,
with,
this
with
is a
drama,
good one.
With drama, I don't think you can put drama as first unless drama's like the only thing.
This
Like with,
is
like
another-
with
I
some-
would
with
somewhat
something
disagree.
Like with something like Good Will Hunting, that's like pretty much only drama. It's like okay, that's a
Mhm.
drama movie. But then when it's anything else and drama, I feel like drama's always second to
The only
everything
movie I
else.
can think of that might go against that is Three Billboards. Because
Yeah,
we
I was
were
about to
talking
say
about Three
that.
Billboards is a very funny movie, but also a really heartbreaking movie at the same time. And
Yeah, like it's a black comedy in a lot of ways.
yeah, but yet it somehow also just fucking rips your heart out, and you're like, you laugh, and then you go, oh fuck, I laughed at that. No.
Yeah,
Okay,
like the whole part where
What,
he
what's
said like,
Bo
"What are you
Burnham?
moving out?"
What's Rick and Morty? Is it comedy? Is it drama?
I'd say it's
Sci-
mostly a comedy.
Sci-fi comedy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
sci-fi
both
comedy.
comedies. All right, continue, Roberto.
What about Drive from 2011? Have you guys seen that one?
Yes,
I
love
haven't.
that movie.
Nah,
I
fam.
want to though.
Who-
I don't.
who
I
has-
don't give a fuck.
I think not as much maybe like thriller drama, but then
Okay.
I think of drama as secondary to either crime or thriller.
Another one that popped up was Goodfellas, crime
Crime.
biography, crime drama.
Yeah, because I think crime
Crime.
before I think drama when I think Goodfellas.
And to kind of aid Camden's theory, all of these films, drama comes second. Like
Yeah.
it's like the last one. That
I
comes.
also think
Okay.
that also like if you say drama second, it flows more smoothly. Like drama sci-fi sounds a lot more different than a sci-fi drama.
I got
Like,
an
Donnie
interesting one.
Darko's kind of like
Like
a
something
sci-fi comedy.
drama just sounds better. It always like something drama always sounds better second.
I got a good one. Braveheart or any war movie. Saving Private Ryan. Like
'Cause
war.
I think war is its own genre.
Yeah. What exactly?
But I think war is a subgenre though. Like war can't be categorized as its own genre.
like
War
technically,
movies are
if
its
you're
own
a war,
subgenre, but it's not its own genre.
if you're a war movie, you're also an action / adventure usually, just by default.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
generally you also are a mixture of like maybe some element drama. Yeah, like
Maybe
what's a war
thriller.
movie? What's a war movie that also isn't even a drama, just a war movie? I really can't think of any.
Casablanca, kind of.
No, that's a drama.
That's not even a war movie.
It takes place during a war.
It's like I
Okay,
wouldn't
but that
categorize
doesn't
make
it
it.
as a war.
Schindler's List takes place during World War II, but I wouldn't call that a
it's
war
purely
movie.
a drama.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if there is a war movie that like doesn't have drama.
yeah. But
Yeah, I don't really.
because
Well,
like
you
Saving
guys-
Private Ryan and Braveheart are also very much drama movies
Yes.
in their selves.
I haven't seen it, but I know you guys were saying it was purely about the action around it. Dunkirk.
I thought you did see Dunkirk.
Wait, yeah.
No.
Oh.
Wait, so early on when y'all said Robby had seen it and you called me wrong, that was incorrect? I was right?
Well, just
I swear he said.
Yeah,
Mark it
you
down.
definitely said you had, you fat bitch.
I don't remember saying I have.
Check. On the list. It's a long list of Chris being right. Check. Here we go. Check.
But
okay.
I did say
What are you saying check to? You've said one thing.
I'm remembering a lot of times.
Anyways.
Like, technically, shouldn't have those have already been checked?
Anyways.
Well,
Dunkirk,
I had to recheck the one about the thing and Alien being horror movies. Check.
Robby,
Excuse me.
That doesn't make you right. That's a subjective thing, right?
Anyways, Dunkirk, is it purely war or is it drama involved as well?
No, there's definitely drama in there too.
Yeah. That's fucking...
You're wrong.
Oh! War for the Planet of the Apes.
Drama.
Yeah.
That might be drama before war, yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it's called war.
Honestly,
that
they
must
should
mean
work
the
on the
film
marketing
just
on that
sucks
one.
then.
It's misleading.
That must mean it's horrible then.
Well, when you have a trilogy that set up amazing action pieces, especially Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and then you have the epic conclusion called War for the Planet of the Apes, and then you don't give us that, then it's disappointing.
What you're saying is you're expecting too much, and you expect it to go.
What I'm expecting is each movie to build off of the previous and get bigger and better, because that's what you should do in movies. You shouldn't set out to make a movie that's not as big as a previous one when you have a trilogy that's all about war, and you set up the final one as the epic war conclusion, then you don't give it.
I think as they did set it up the way they wanted to. It just didn't set up to your satisfaction. So
Holocaust of the Planet of the Apes is what it should have been called.
Me and Chris agree on
Chris and I.
Planet of the Apes. No.
That's where the podcast is going to end.
Why do you want this?
Because Spencer
to end?
needs to go to sleep.
No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. But
Alright, see ya.
I'd like to find a movie that's like, War for the Planet of the Apes was more drama than anything else.
And then fucking...
Yeah, you still wouldn't categorize that as war, so I don't think there's any.
Yeah,
war
I don't
movie.
really think, because I haven't seen the film, so obviously I don't know what.
What defines a war movie? It can't be that it takes place during a war, because then like Casablanca or Schindler's List would be war movies. But like, to me, what defines a war movie is you have to have like scenes of
Two sides are fighting.
Well, okay, Star Wars is war movie then, because there's two sides fighting. I think
Okay, how about this? Two sides fight in a non-fictional war.
I think because then it's like has to be based on a true story. I think that you can consider Star Wars a war movie if you're just
because that has war in the title.
Like you can make like a sub genre where it's like you can say like American war movie or something like that. So it's like
or historical
or
movie.
not American, but like historical. So like World War II.
The only sub-genre that you can really make out of war movies is fictional and non-fictional war movies.
Epic is a subgenre.
Okay, then so non-fictional. So like any war that's ever happened.
Like Star Wars isn't defined as a war movie. It's defined as an epic space opera, which would basically make it an epic sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
An epic.
Even though war's in the title, that's misleading.
Yeah.
An epic of epicness.
Because like Harry Potter isn't an epic, but Lord of the Rings is, and I think it's just like if you have large scale, then you have epic.
Okay, another one pops up on the list. American Psycho, crime or drama?
I think
I would say it's more of crime.
I'm thinking drama.
I was thinking like psychological thriller.
If we're going off of completely based on what Chris's description or definition of drama was earlier in the podcast, then it technically is more drama.
Rewind to here.
I would disagree. That
Because this has way like, yeah, there's crime involved, and yeah, he's murdering people, but to me, it's more about the character development and the character journey.
I would go with psychological thriller.
Actually,
I disagree with all of you.
I think I've heard more thriller than anything else in that for that movie.
Because the whole movie is about a guy's descent into madness.
Yeah.
And especially the way they depict it with him fucking murdering people on screen. That's definitely thriller. And because we're in the mind of him and it's like all about mind fucking you, then it's psychological thriller.
Dude, snuff.
Yeah,
film.
definitely.
Yo, y'all are going to be seeing a movie that'll fuck with your heads when y'all come visit.
A Serbian fuck.
A Serbian film.
Fuck.
That's a good blend. That's a good movie blend. That movie is a drama.
So what
that
is
movie
that movie?
is a
Is that
psychological
movie more-
thriller. It's a
Is that
I would
movie
call it
more a porno or a fuck up? Which
I mean,
of the two?
They have many sex scenes in it where you can see everything.
Oh my god.
It's fucked up. That's like a psychological horror movie.
Chris, do you think you'll ever become desensitized to a Serbian film?
How many times have you
Maybe.
seen it? Twice?
Once.
Oh,
I told you, I
you've just
saw
been-
it and I went, yeah, I remember it vividly.
He said the next time he's gonna see it is with all of us with him, and then he's gonna end it by
Yeah.
snapping the disc.
And we all are.
I
really
don't remember
trying to
saying
go
that,
out.
but I probably said it.
We're all trying to go out to visit in California this summer, and so
Yeah.
first time
Yeah.
hopefully all of us will be there, or if not,
How the
then,
fuck are we gonna house
85
all
of
of
the
us in that fucking apartment?
so people are gonna have to stand.
I mean, it's still,
sleeping,
yeah.
sleep standing up.
Because
Yeah.
Alex's pullout
It's
is
like
a
Sims.
queen, right?
Dude, then we can
Yeah.
fit like 4 people on there.
Yeah.
When fucking Keaton and his girlfriend come over, we all sit on the fucking bed and we somehow kind of fit.
So I'm thinking, 2
You're
people
all
on
gonna-
Chris's bed, 2 people on Alex's bed, one person on the blow up.
Yummy.
Why does my bed have 2 people and Alex's has 2, even though his is bigger than mine?
All right, fine.
Like
We'll
I
give
get.
Alex
Wait,
three.
I'll
aren't
be
there gonna
fine.
be-
We'll give
Yeah, there we
Alex
go.
3.
Aren't there aren't there gonna be 6 people there?
We're not sure about.
All right, it was me and
Connor,
Alex.
and then
and
probably
then you 3, and
not
then maybe
Nathan.
Connor.
Okay.
All right, so maybe 6 people.
Dude, if worse
Maybe-
comes to worse,
I think at best we're.
I
Gonna
can
get
always
6.
sleep inside one of your cars.
Oh, yeah, true.
Isn't that
So
illegal?
Honestly, that's probably more comfortable.
so
Isn't
if
that
there's
illegal?
6 of us there, then how about this? Let's do 3
No,
people
because
on
I
Alex's bed.
I pay for a parking spot.
One person in the blow up, one person on the blow up, and 2 people in Chris's bed.
Well, there's 2 blow-ups, aren't there?
I like how we're planning all of this out right now
On the
live on the
podcast.
podcast.
Well,
Yeah.
we're letting you all know how we're gonna survive.
Yeah.
Because then rent, we'd only each have to pay like $300. Be pretty
Um,
low.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Excuse me, bitch.
We're living there.
Uh, hmm.
And by rent, do you
Yeah.
mean
I'm
525,600
living there for
minutes
like a
rent?
week.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, for you,
Yeah,
like
I
a
went
week.
I went longer than that without cold water. I still had to pay for it.
I'm
and
gonna
gas.
be
I didn't
over
have
there.
gas. I
I'm
didn't
gonna be
have
over there
heat.
for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, and it was my fault.
You know, the
that you
audience, I
didn't-
don't think the audience knew that. Yeah. We went, I think, 6 days in total, and then like a bonus half day without
You said-
without warm water. And
You
then
said-
we went without
That's
heat.
fucked.
We didn't have heat or gas for like 10 or 11 days.
You said a
Really
bonus half day. Like, is it?
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, no, because
Bonus day.
we had hot water for like 2 days in a row, and then I had to go shower, and we noticed that there wasn't hot water; it was room temperature. And before we didn't have room temperature water; we had just cold water. I was like, okay, well maybe it'll just get warmer. So I went in the shower, and I had to do a room temperature shower. Now let me explain to you guys how shitty it is taking cold showers and room temperature showers compared to hot showers, because I've had the whole spectrum. All right,
I know too.
when you take a hot shower, when you get out of the shower, you're cold, right? Because the air hits your wet, fucking sexy body. And it's like cold, right? When you take a cold shower, it's reverse. You're suffering. And then when you
Yeah.
get out of the shower, you can walk around butt ass naked and it feels fine as fuck. Like, it's just like, you feel like you're walking through like warm water, like just like flowing, like, you know, it just feels amazing. And then room temperature is the worst. When you're room temperature in the midst of the shower, when you exit the water, but you're still like standing next to it, you're freezing cold and you want to go back under the water. It's like terrible.
Yeah.
And that sucked.
But like,
But I figured out that with cold showers, the key is to shove your dick in first, because washing your dick is going to be the worst part. So you just need to get your dick frozen, and then the rest of your body will just adapt to that, and then the rest of it won't suck as much.
your body will adapt to your dick.
No, like, I have a theory that the dick is like the centerfold of temperature of the male body.
Christopher Cox, the dick adaptation.
This is a really wonderful conversation we're having.
If your dick is cold, then you're cold. It's just a fact.
What?
If you stick your dick in ice, like ice cold water, you are now cold. That's just a fact.
But here's the thing.
The Christopher Cox.
Like, I guarantee you, you go out in like a fucking snowstorm or blizzard. If you bring a hot cup of water and just have your dick in there the whole time, you're gonna be kind of okay.
Hey, hang on.
You're also gonna pee.
Chris, your whole body
Yeah?
can be cold. Like, most of the time, since I'm in Washington, I'm really cold all the time. But sometimes I just stick my hands down my pants and it's much warmer down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your
taught
dick
me
is
that.
naturally warmer. Yeah, because your dick's warmer, and you're also packing
But under
in
that logic,
fucking-
under that mindset, if my dick is naturally warmer, then my whole body should be warmer then.
If you had like a fan or like cold water in your underwear to make your dick not as
fucking
warm, then
froze.
you would be less warm overall.
I think I lagged out.
The only reason your
I
dick is
really
warm
wish-
is because
I
the
really
only
wish
reason your
I
dick
could
is
make
warm
this-
is because it's packed under so much shit. It's in between legs, you got underwear, you got the pants, and then you got the balls, and you got all that just mixed together, just a sack of meat.
How is the balls
just like
last
right
and
up
all
against
that?
each other. That's why it's
I
warm.
wish I could pack this fucking conversation away.
I can't.
Like if a chick sticks her finger in
All right, goodbye, everyone.
Camden left the call.
On that note, I guess that this is the end.
We'll end the podcast on the sentence, if a girl sticks her finger. The
Yo,
end.
Skype fucking pranked me.
All right. Good night, everyone.
So thank you guys for listening to our Oscars podcast.
What should we title this?
Oscars, maybe. And that's
That'll
it.
give it-
That's the title. That's the title.
Yeah.
Oscars. ... Maybe.
The Deep Sheep,
All right.
Osmosis.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
I love you. Subscribe.
Good eye.